Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. O anong oras nyo napanood ang video ito, welcome sa ating channel, Matuto Dapat. And today, we have to discuss labor market equilibrium. This is your Professor, Engineer Eduardo Tapia. Okay, a fundamental idea in both macroeconomic and microeconomic theory is labor market equilibrium. It is a crucial subject for economists, decision makers, and well-informed readers due to its significant influence on market stability, control of inflation, policy decisions, and economic growth. So, in market stability, when the resources are distributed optimally, okay, when labor markets are in balance, which promote an overall market stability. Ibig sabihin, kung yung production of the products yung products and iyon naman ay na-deliver at nabili naman ng mga consumer, then the price must go on. So ibig sabihin, tuloy-tuloy naman ang income ng mga employer, tuloy-tuloy din ang income ng mga manggagawa. No? Kasi ganoon lang naman kumikita yung mga business owners, kumikita rin yung mga manggagawa. And then kapag ganoon, then the production continues and the price maybe it will remain, no, or remain constant. Okay? Control of inflation, wages pressure are influenced by unemployment levels. At these pressures in turn affect inflation rate in the country. Kasi kapag ang mangyari kasi kapag hindi balance yung ating labor supply at saka labor demand, halimbawa, mayroong shortage in demand, no, kasi dahil maliit yung sahod, konti lang din ang mga nag-a-apply, konti lang ang magtatrabaho. So, mapilitan ang mga employer na itaas yung sahod ng mga manggagawa para marami pong mag-a-apply, maraming ma-attract. Ang problema kapag ganon, siyempre, saan ba kukunin yung pagpapasahod? Doon sa mga product and services nila. So kapag ganon, di itataas din nila ang price doon. So ibig sabihin, kapag ganon na nangyari, papasok na yung inflation kasi mag-connect-connect na yon, no? Tataas yung produkto nila, tataas din yung sahod. So maapektuhan din yung ibang mga related goods and services. Policy decisions, labor market equilibrium is useful information on how to maintain the balance in labor supply and labor demand. So kapag nagkaroon ng excess in labor, so makikita ng mga kumpanya o ng government how to adjust the labor supply, okay, or yung labor demand, no, depende kung alin po ang mas mataas sa dalawa. Okay? And then the wages of the employee, doon po medyo magkaroon ng adjustment, no? Economic growth, productivity, innovation, and economic growth are all supported by the effective matching of labor supply and demand. Siyempre, kapag sapat ang mga empleyado sa isang kumpanya, the productions ay magagawa din nila. Yung quota, mamimit nila yan. No? Kasi kung marami manggagawa, marami magtatrabaho, di ibig sabihin, mabilis lang ang maging trabaho nila o makapag-produce sila ng maraming products. At kasama dyan ang innovations, paano pa pagaanin yung trabaho ng mga manggagawa, 'di ba? Papasok doon yung mga ergonomics, no? Paano po magkaroon ng maayos na sistema on the work process. So we have some definition of terms. When the wages that a firm is willing to offer to the employees and the wages that the workers are willing to accept from the employers are equal, there is a labor market equilibrium. So yan po yung labor market equilibrium. Kung yung wages ng mga empleyado at yung wages na gustong ibigay ng employer ay mag-balance yon, so doon papasok yung ating MLA. Okay, now that the market has cleared, there is neither excess demand or labor shortage, nor excess supply or unemployment above the normal rate. Next, the labor supply is determined by the number of hours worked by individuals or households. Although the supply curve may be shifted by variables like wealth, education, and demographics. Higher real wages often stimulate a greater labor supply. Siyempre, kapag medyo mataas yung sahod, marami po yung mga magagawang mag-apply, no? Kaya isa sa factor talaga ng pagdami ng empleyado ay ang salary. Okay, kasama na rin po diyan yung other benefits, no? Yung mga PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, SSS, o yung mga kung may mga insurance premiums, 'di ba? Mga other health benefits, may mga travel allowance. So, it will attract the labor supply. The requirement for labor by business to generate goods and services is the source of labor demand. Employers continue to hire people until the marginal revenue product of labor or MRPL matches the salary. Changes in output, prices, uh, productivity gains may cause labor demand to fluctuate. Anong ibig sabihin? Kapag nagkaroon ng marami pang mga gagawin, di ba? Or kailangan may quota nga habulin, so that's the time na kailangan magdagdag ng mga empleyado. Okay? Or kaya magkaroon ng branch extension, no? Nag-expand yung branches or kaya dumadami na po yung kanila po mga outlet. So doon din magbubukas o mag-o-open ng opportunity na naghahanap sila ng another employees. Okay? Now this is the graphical presentation of the labor market equilibrium. Nakikita natin ang ating labor demand is going down. To. Ang ating supply ay going up. Okay. Ang x-axis natin ay quantity of laborers. Ang ating y-axis ay wage rate. No? Ang intersection ng labor demand and supply demand, ito yung ating labor market equilibrium. Okay? Ito yon. Now, at this point, ito yung ating equilibrium wage. Yeah, equilibrium wage rate. Ito naman ang ating equilibrium quantity of labors. Okay? And then, kapag mas mataas yung ating wages compared doon sa equilibrium rate, then magkaroon ng surplus of laborer. Bakit? Kasi mataas yung pasahod, marami mag-a-apply. Kaya lang ang problema, yung ma-hired, kunti lang. Kaya nga dito, workers who keep jobs at higher rate. So, ibig sabihin na natili ito, natanggap sila o nanatili sa position. Pero after this point, papuntang kanan, then doon papasok yung mga job losers. No, hanggang dito. So, kung ito yung ganito karami, yung ating supply of laborer, so minus mo sa QD, yung mga job losers yon. Ibig sabihin, hindi sila natanggap sa trabaho. No? So, pag ganon, then the company, the employer will find a way paano nga ma-meet yan papunta sa equilibrium. These are the formula and these are the description of the formula. Okay? So, makita natin na the formula for the market equilibrium, labor market equilibrium, WS of L or the supply function of laborer, okay, and the labor demand function is equal, no? Or WS of L is equal to B plus ML, and WD of L is B equal minus ML. No? And these are the description. Now we have an example 1. Given the labor demand and supply functions, WD of L equals 500 minus 2L and W sub S of L equals 50 plus L. Letter A. Calculate the equilibrium number of laborers employed in a certain company and the equilibrium wage per hour. B. What happens if the country experiences economic recession and the new labor demand function is WDL is equal to 350 minus 2L. Ito yung given natin. The labor demand function is 500 minus 2L at ang ating labor supply function ay 50 plus L. So, i-equal natin to find the equilibrium number of laborers employed. Tapos, ang ating supply function ng labor ay 50 plus L equals 500 minus 2L. Lahat ng L, pagsamahin natin. So, L minus, itong negative 2L, lipat natin dito sa kabila. So, magiging L plus 2L. Tapos ang 50, ilipat natin dito kaya negative 50. So 500 minus 50. L plus 2L ay 3L. Okay, tapos 500 minus 50 ay 450. Divide 3 both sides. So you have now L equals 450 divide 3. And that is 150. So ibig sabihin, ang ating ALE is 150 laborers. These are people, the equilibrium number of laborers employed. No? Sila po yung mga natanggap. Ang atin namang gagamitin dito is pwede itong WS of L. Mas madali, no? Kasi 50 plus L lang. Pero pwede rin naman yung WD of L equals 500 minus 2L para parehas lang naman yon. Okay, tapos we have to substitute the value of L which is 150. So 500 minus 2L, so that is 500 minus 2 times 150. 2 times 150 ay 300. So 500 minus 300 ay 200. So the WD of L is 200. O yung ating equilibrium wage rate is 200 pesos per hour. Okay? Kapag i-graph natin yung function, so ito yung ating given function. WD of L equals 500 minus 2L and the supply function is 50 plus L. Okay, para mag-graph natin, ang gagawin natin, we have to find the point in the y-axis at saka sa x-axis para sa ating demand function. So, anong gagawin natin? Let L is 0. Pag sinabing 0 in terms of demand, wala pong hiring. No? Walang hiring kasi ibig sabihin ang sahod ay masyadong mataas at hindi kakayanin ng mga employer. So in this case, WDL is equal to 500 minus 2L and L is 0. So that is 500 minus 2 times 0 and 2 times 0 ay 0. So that is 500. Okay, the WD of L is 500 or 0, 500. So atin po siyang i-graph, no? So yun po yung ating location. Next, kunin naman natin ang x-intercept. So the same pa rin, nandito pa rin tayo sa demand function. WD of L equals 500 minus 2L and let WDL of L equals 0. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Kapag 0 ang wage in terms of demand, and then kailangan mo pa rin ng tao para magtatrabaho, ang tawag nun, voluntary na po yung mga workers na yon. Wala silang sahod na tinatanggap. At marami po yan dito sa ating kapaligiran, no? Na marami mga nagvoluntary magwalis, di ba? Kung ano lang ang pwede para sa community service, di ba? Magdilig ng halaman, okay? Or kaya yung mga barangay tanod. Pero yung mga barangay tanod, mayroon naman silang sahod. May mga honorarium. Honorarium po tawag doon. No? Pero ibig sabihin, at least ito 0 talaga. Talagang voluntary work. Okay. So 0 ang WD of L. So that is 0 equals 500 minus 2L. And 2L equals 500. So itong negative 2L, lipat natin dito. So maging 2L equals 500. So divide 2 both sides. So L equals 250 and that is 250, 0. Yan. So yun po natin 250, 0. Yan. So yun ang ating labor demand function. Kunin natin ang supply function. I-graph natin. So you have the supply. Then let L equal 0. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Walang mag-a-apply ng trabaho dahil masyadong mababa yung pasahod. No? So kapag L is 0, ganun po ang ibig sabihin. In terms of supply, WS of L equals 50 plus 0. So WS of L is 50. So 0, 50. Ibig sabihin, ang pinaka-minimum salary o offer in this problem ay 50. Okay? And then we have the LMEP, the labor market equilibrium point, which is 150, 200. Okay? So 150, yan. And then 200. Okay? Tapos dito natin idadaan yung mula sa 50 papunta dyan ang ating supply function. Ayan. So that is our labor supply function. At itong kulay black na point sa gitna, yan po ang ating labor market equilibrium point. Right. Next, magkaroon ng economic recession. Ibig sabihin, bumagsak yung ekonomiya, siguro nagkaroon ng pandemic, walang trabaho, walang income ang mga tao, walang income tax na pumapasok sa gobyerno, di ba? So, nagkaroon ng economic recession. Maraming nabawas na trabaho. Ang labor function ngayon ay 350 minus 2L. Check natin kung anong maging difference. Ang ating supply function, the same pa rin. So, 50 plus L equals 350 minus 2L. Combine like terms, yung 2L, lipat dito, maging positive 2L. So, L plus 2L equals 350 minus 50. 350 minus 50 is 300. And divide 3 both sides. So, you have 300 over 3. So, 300 divide 3 ay 100. So, ang ating ALE ay 100 laborers. No? Ang WD of L natin equals 350 minus 2L. Substitute natin si L. Yan. Ang ating 100. So, 350 minus 2 times 100. 2 times 100 ay 200. 350 minus 200 ay 150. Yan. So, ang ating equilibrium wage rate ay 150 pesos per hour. Ito yung kanina, yung graph kanina sa una nating sa letter A, no? So, titingnan natin yung letter B, ano mangyari. Ito ang new LMEP. So, new na siya kasi nagkaroon ng bagong equilibrium point, no? So, 100 yan. Sunod, 150. Ayan. So, that's the intersection. Ayan. So, anong ibig sabihin? So, yan ang ating new LMEP. Tingnan natin resolve. Okay, ang result natin, the wages, yung wage natin nag-decrease by 50 pesos per hour. Okay, from 200 pesos to 150 pesos per hour. Ang employment natin decreased by 50 laborers from 150 to 100 laborers na lang. Meaning, in this situation, unemployment rate will increase. Since kapag nagkaroon ng economic recession, talagang maraming mawala ng trabaho. No? Kaya ganun po ang nangyari. Kumunti po yung mga nanatiling naka-hired, no? Example to. Given the labor demand and supply functions, WD of L equals 1,000 minus 4L and WS of L equals 250 plus 2L. Letter A. Calculate the equilibrium number of laborers employed in a certain company and the equilibrium wage per hour. B. What happens if the government impose 695 pesos minimum wage per hour? So, paano kung 695? So, ang given natin ay ito. Tapos, equal natin ng ating dalawang function para makuha natin yung equilibrium point. Okay, ang supply function ay 250 plus 2L. Ang ating demand function ay 1,000 minus 4L. Lahat ng L magsama. So, 2L. At saka yung negative 4L, so naging 4L plus 2L. Lahat ng hindi naman, yung pure number lang, ilipat natin sa kabila para magsama din sila. 1,000 minus 250, and that is 750. 4L plus 2L, and that is 6L. Divide 6 both sides. So, 750 divide 6, and that is 125. So, our ALE is 125 laborers. So, to find the wages, so 1,000 minus 4L, 1,000 minus 4 times 125, kasi ito yung ating L. So 4 times 125 ay 500. So 500 minus 1,000 minus 500 ay 500. So WD of L is 500. Therefore, our equilibrium rate is 500 pesos per hour. Okay? So graphical presentation sa ating demand function. WD of L equals 1,000 minus 4L. Let L is 0. Okay, ibig sabihin, walang job vacancy kasi masyadong mataas yung pasahod. So, WD of L equals 1,000 minus 4L. And ang L ay 0. So, that is 4 times 0. So, 1,000 minus 4 times 0 is 0. That's 1,000. So, 1,000, okay, and that is 0, 1,000. Yung isa naman sa ating x-intercept, Ang atin namang WD of L ay 0. Ibig sabihin libre ang trabaho. Voluntary yung mga nagtatrabaho. Okay, 0 equals 1,000 minus 4L. And 4L, lipat natin sa kabila si 4L dito. So 4L equals 1,000. Divide 4 both sides, that is 250. So 250, 0. So una, 0, 1,000. Ayun na po ito. Okay, ito na. And then 250, 0. Yan, nasa ating x-axis. And yan. Connect natin, that is our demand function graph. Kung ito yung supply function, Ws of L equals 250 plus 2L. Let L is 0 or walang mag-a-apply kasi masyadong mababa yung sahod. So 250 plus 0, so that is 250 obviously. And that is why it is 0, 250. Ibig sabihin at the rate of 250 per hour, wala pong mag-a-apply, no, doon sa kumpanyang yun. So 250, ayan. So tinataas natin. Then our equilibrium point 125, 500. So 125, 500, okay? So that is our equilibrium point. Okay? Letter B, what happens if the government imposes a minimum wage at 695 per hour? No. So 695 ang ating sahod. So 695 sa demand function. So 695 equals 1,000 minus 4L. And 4L equals 1,000 minus 695. And 1,000 minus 695 ay 305. So 4L equals 1,000 minus 695. So that is L equals 305 divided by 4. And that will become 76.25 or 76 laborers demand. Okay. Sa supply naman, 695 equals 250 plus 2L. So 2L equals 695 minus 250. That is 445 divide 2. So that is now L sub S equals 225.5. 222.5. And that is 223 laborer supply. Okay? So ayan na 695. 695 natin. And then ito yung ating point, no? Ang ating L sub D or the labor demand ay 76 lang yung na-hired. Ang hindi na ang lahat ng nag-apply ay 223. Yan. So anong ibig sabihin? Ang result natin, workers willing to work 223. Workers hired ay 76. Pero ang unemployed natin ay 147. So ganun karami, no? Kasi tumaas yung sahod, kaya nangyari ay maraming nag-apply at marami din ang hindi natanggap. Okay? So you have now your activity. Solve the following labor market equilibrium questions. Number 1, the supply and demand functions in the market for workers are as follows. L sub S equals 2W. Yung L natin yung laborer ha, tapos yung W ay wage. And LD equals 120 minus 8W, where L is in millions of workers and W is the wage rate per hour. Letter A, determine the labor market equilibrium point algebraically and graphically. B, what happens if the wage board set a minimum wage at 15 pesos? Okay, 15 po yung pasahod. 15 pesos per hour. Given the labor demand and supply function, WD of L equals 1,850 minus 10L, and WS of L equals 1,010 plus 4L. A, calculate the equilibrium number of laborers in thousands employed and the equilibrium wage per day. Then letter B, what happens if the country experiences economic growth and the new labor demand function ay WD of L equals 2,000 minus 10L. So ito tumaas, no? Number 3, the supply and demand function in the market for workers are as follows. Ang ating L sub S equals W minus 145. Ang L sub D ay 400 minus 1/3 W, where L is in thousand of workers and W is the wage rate per hour. A, determine the labor market equilibrium point algebraically and graphically. B, what happens if the wage board set a minimum wage of For number 4, given the labor demand and supply functions, WD of L equals 1,200 minus 5L, and the WS of L equals 493 plus 2L. A, calculate the equilibrium number of laborers employed in a certain company and the equilibrium wage per hour. What happens if the government imposed 745 minimum wage? Okay. So, I hope you learned from these video lessons. Huwag kalimutan mag-like, mag-subscribe, at mag-share. Maraming salamat sa iyong panonood. This is Engineer Tapia, your professor.